a resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. Achieve things out of mind. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind.
But what the hell, boy?
We in the building, man. Y'all make some noise, man. They try to ruin the intro, bro. We in the building, man. Make some noise. They try to.
But what the hell, boy?
They can't stop me. They can't stop me. They'll never be able to stop me. We in the building, man. Make some noise, man. We in the mother flipping building, man. They thought they could stop us. They can't stop us. They can't stop us. Damn, I feel like Babyface assassin up in this hole. Dang. Y'all like it? Don't worry, I'm gonna grow it back out for those of you who don't like it. You know Black Madam's gonna be mad. Oh well, it is what it is. Anyways, we in the building, man. They try to ruin the stream today. We're not gonna let them ruin the stream. We just started late. That's it. Look, trying to lag. Look, they trying to hit us with the lag. Yo, Spectrum. Hey, bro, we gonna start beefing, bro. Spectrum need to stop playing, bro. Like it's starting to become a problem. Anyways, let me put on one more light. You know, I'm Babyface Assassin in the building. Let me put on this light. Let's see. Should I put this blue? All right, man. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy. It's a lot of light in my eyes. Damn. I don't know. We're gonna rock like this, man. Y'all know what it is, man. This your boy BA. I'm in the building. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. When y'all come through, answer the poll, man. And the poll for YouTube is, should the NBA create a 4-point line? Past that, I apologize for the stream, guys. I wouldn't say it's my fault. I did have to update the program. I updated the program. Past that, yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is, bro. We in here, bro. You know what it is. We got a good show for you guys today. Got a couple things we're gonna discuss. Shout out to Rumble and shout out to Twitch for being in here as well. Shout out to all our supporters there. But good morning, America. What it is, gang. What it is. And yeah, we got a couple things we're going to discuss. So let's see. We're going to discuss Adam Silver announcing a plan to implement a 4-point line starting next season. We're going to see if that's true. We're going to verify the validity of that. We're going to discuss Elon Musk having Babymomma drama. And we're going to discuss 4PF potentially having a Rico. And I keep telling y'all, bro, the reason why I keep harping on this gang stuff, bro, is because I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, stay out the streets, bro. The feds are watching. You're not getting over. Everybody who thinks they're getting over and knows somebody that knows somebody, yeah, somebody's, like I said, you're not getting over the way you think. It's not the flex that you think it is. Stay out the streets, bro. I know it's hard. It's hard for a pimp out here too. Well, I ain't a pimp, but it's hard for a player out here trying to find a way. You feel me? Am I a player? Do I look like a player? I don't know. Like I said, bro, it ain't easy for nobody, bro. Let me put this brightness up because it's getting dark. You know, the weather's changing. Hold on, that's too bright. The weather's changing, so all these things that are going on with the lighting being dark and all this stuff, you know, I have my window open. I always have my window open. I like to see the sun and shit. But yeah, the weather's changing, so because of that, things are a little bit different. when it comes to the lighting. Anyways, like I said, we got a good show for you guys today in no particular order. Let's have some fun. Good morning, America. Let's see what's popping off today on this Tuesday. April Fools. Happy April Fools, by the way, to everybody. All right. Happy April Fool's Day for those of you who participate. I wrote I do this thing called object writing. It's to help me get better with my music so I can make songs. So object writing is this thing, long story short, where you like you'll pick an object or something. I do topics as well, but you'll pick an object or something and you'll write about the object. So let's say I have my glasses. So for 10 minutes in the morning, I write like about my glasses, who, what, when, where, and why, right? And the reason why is to better my writing. I know I'm kind of weird like that, but so you know, today I did April Fools and I wrote this little story and it was about a court jester, and essentially the court jester was favored by the king. The court jester was a she, by the way. She was favored by the king, and the reason why she was favored by the king is because she was good at what she does. And the court jester lived in the land of uncommon, right? Yeah, I'm a storyteller. People tell me I should write books. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. So yeah, the court jester lived in the kingdom of uncommon, right? And this kingdom was part of a place called it was basically everybody. I forget where I did the whole story because, like I said, I only have 10 minutes to create these stories. So it's like, yeah, she lived in the land of uncommon, and everybody in this land was special. So there wasn't much that separated people from each other than, you know, their talents and what they do, because everybody's talented. So talent is normal in this land, right? So long story short, today's subject or object writing that I wrote today was about the court jester doing an April Fool's prank on the king. So, you know, she pulled up. I'm making the long story short so we can start the show. So she pulled up, you know, the king favors her, you know, I'm saying all this in the story. And like I said, I only had 10 minutes, but she pulls up to the king. She goes to the king's bedroom or whatever. And she's like, oh, you know, I recognize that I'm favored by you or whatever. So he's like, yes, you are. And long story short, she comes in a robe, right? And, you know, and shout out to the kids. You know, this is a family show. This is for all ages. Shout out to everybody. This is for all ages, but I'm going to say it. So, yeah, you know, she comes in a robe and she takes off her robe. And, you know, the king is excited. He starts blushing and all that. And right when he's about to try and do whatever, you know, his queen comes out the bathroom and both of them say at the same time, April Fool's. So, yeah, happy April Fool's to everybody. But yeah, I do them little stories, man. I'm thinking about writing my own books and publishing my own books. I've been told to do it by multiple people, my parents included. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. The shit takes time, bro. It takes time. And then we live in a digital age. Do people still read? I still read. I don't know if people still read. So that's the whole thing. Anyways, let's find Instagram. Let me see. All right, so Instagram. Here we go. Some are born rich, but some become. Facts. Brandon Cherry reveals Nick Cannon was the only guy that was able to properly date her and her twin sister. Shout out to Nick. Hey, man, we living in the Twilight Zone. Shout out to ladies. Too late. Hey, let me not even say anything. I've been in this position before, actually. I'm not even going to speak too much on it. But yes, I have messed with sisters before, and it was terrible. Terrible experience. 10 out of 10 don't recommend. I'm telling you. 10 out of 10 don't recommend. Hopefully this shit's working. You know, I gotta look at the Wi-Fi. Like, I'm sitting there looking at the Wi-Fi like,
but what the hell, boy?
The hell is it tripping for? Anyways, like I said, we got a good show for you guys today. I'm seeing myself. I'm trying to understand what I'm looking at. All right, so first things, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to the younger generation. And when I say younger, I'm talking about like 18 to 21. So 3 women tragically pass away moments after posting a video in car going up to 116 miles per hour. So they were tragically killed and one remains critically injured after a single car accident in Lake County, Florida. I don't know why people want to go fast. And I remember when I was younger, I wanted to go fast. Now that I'm older, I don't care about driving fast. And my advice to you guys is to get that out of your system. Go to a racetrack or something that's designed for that. There's no need to drive that fast, bro. Like, even when you're speeding, you know, everybody speed a little bit. Even when you're speeding, right? There is no need to go 116 miles per hour. No need, bro. That's not safe. No matter how you slice and dice, you could have a pregnant woman in a car about to deliver a baby. It doesn't make sense to go that fast, bro. But the crash happened at 3 a.m. when a 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee did not turn left and ended up off the roadway. The car crashed into a pole and flipped over several times, ejecting 3 of the vehicle's 4 passengers. The driver and another passenger were pronounced dead on the scene. EMTs transported the other 2 passengers to the hospital, where one was pronounced dead and the other remains in critical condition. Sad story, bro. Sad story. Social media users who know the woman posted their condolences and also took note of a story of one of the victims had up on her Facebook stories after the incident, showing the car they were in taking speeds up to 116 miles per hour. Comments say, "I'm glad they didn't take people's lives. I was fortunate to have a second and third chance, but still kept drinking and driving, so I gave up drinking completely. 80 days plus sober. You would be surprised that you can actually have a good time and enjoy life without being drunk or high." Facts. You get a like right here. And that's something I want y'all to understand. Not so much about the drinking, but the drinking and driving, bro. Don't drink and drive, bro. It's not safe, bro. It's not safe. It's not safe. Have a designated driver. Take a Uber, bro. We live in a time where you can take a Uber or Lyft. I know, ladies, y'all a little skeptical because it's weirdos out here, bro. But like I said, better that or just drink at the crib, bro. Like, stay where you're going to drink at and just leave in the morning, bro. Sleep in the whip, bro. Sleep in the whip. They might try and take you or whatever, but, you know, keep the whip parked up at the front of the crib. Sleep in the car, bro. The whip is the car, for those of you who don't know. Sleep in the car, bro. There's no need for this to happen. All right, so let me see. This is the video. So they was sipping while they driving, and then she sipping that looked like Patron, bro. I'm pretty sure that's Patron Reposado. Let me see. Well, I can't see, but like I said, bro, that's some strong liquor, bro. And for a young person, it's strong. For an old person, it's strong. It's strong, period, bro. Y'all don't need to do that, bro. Hey, y'all got to be careful out here in these streets, man. Sad situation, sad state of affairs. Let me see. And these were the girls. Sad situation, bro. Sad situation. Yeah, like I said, all we can do is learn from people's mistakes and try and be better. Parents, tell your kids are coming to age where they start to drink. I had my first drink out here by myself. I've been faded before. I remember one time you guys might not have seen Black Adam. One time I got so faded, right? I got so faded and I was going to attempt to drink and drive, but God stopped me. And that's why I'm always telling y'all, I'm using my testimony to let y'all know what it is. So God stopped me, right? I fell asleep with the car on. I forgot to turn on the AC and it was hot too. It was summer. So I fell asleep with the car on and the car in reverse and my foot on the brake. I wear a size 13, not the biggest foot, but kind of a big foot. Thank God that I have a heavy ass foot. So the car was in reverse. I woke up to the car already in reverse, but because my foot was so heavy, I didn't reverse into anybody. 2, I woke up sweating because I didn't turn on the AC. So I was drenched and I woke up, everything was fogged up. I'm like, what the hell? And like I said, that's when I was youngin'. But yeah, you know, I was spared. God spared me. And that's why I'm telling y'all, yeah, bro, don't do that. After that, I told myself I ain't gonna do it like that no more. Yeah, that's too much, bro. That's too much. So y'all be careful out here in these streets. Let's see what else popping off. We got this woman in Hong Kong assaulting her companion in public. What's going on here? Let me see. She tweaking. Whoa. Now, fellas, I'm bringing this up because yesterday, if you saw the stream, I was discussing how when it comes to like all the domestic violence and stuff, if you guys get to that point in the relationship, my advice is to leave. I'm not staying for nobody. I don't care. I'm not staying for you because you don't care about me if you'll put me in a position to be in this kind of situation, especially in public. Oh, yeah. And that was in regards to the Boston Richie situation with his girlfriend. I'm not saying he's right. I'm not saying he's wrong. What I am saying is, fellas, you got to protect yourself, because what you have to realize is no matter what or whatever the case may have you, you're going to be looked at as the aggressor in this situation. So you see how she's hitting him and everybody's watching. All he has to do is hit her one time or grab her and they'll turn up on him and arrest him. That's the world we live in. So I'm here to tell you, if a woman's putting you in that situation in 2025, she doesn't care about you. And I've personally, and I mean, you know, I'm cool with being by myself. Let's just throw that out there. We live in a world where supposedly women are equal, so I'm cool being by myself. But I have distanced myself from every woman in my life who would potentially put me in that position, to where if any woman in my life, and I'm not saying that you can't have arguments, I'm saying like purposely try to get you angry, purposely be nasty to you so you can retaliate and act like they have no idea what they did wrong, you're out of my life. you can't come back in, because I know where I'm trying to go. And I always tell y'all, be mindful of what you do today, because you don't know who you're going to become tomorrow. And I always use Diddy as an example. See, the whole thing with Diddy, I mean, had Diddy paid Cassie, we probably would have never known all this other stuff. But even then, and like I said, on the Blac Pill, we say innocent until proven guilty, regardless of what the public opinion believes. But with the whole Diddy situation, you know, Diddy didn't think about some of the stuff he did, and he made mistakes. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, some mistakes you can't come back from. So me personally, if a woman feels like the need to take our relationship to this level, she gonna have it for that time being. After that, bro, she can't even speak to me no more, bro. That's on the game, bro. Here we go. Look, throwing shoes. Hold on, let me put the volume down. Throwing shoes, Lil Baby throwing shoes. He like, let's go. He like, let's go. And then she tweaking. And look, fellas, shout out to the ladies. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to the pretty women. Shout out to the ugly women too. Shout out to the big girls. Shout out to the big girls. Shout out to the small girls. Shout out to the petite women. Shout out to all the women of the world, right? So, like I said, fellas, if he was to grab her and say, let's go, let's say she was having a mental episode. Do y'all understand that they would look at this ninja like he's the aggressor? Now, look, my perspective is skewed. I'm speaking from a perspective of being 6'1", 6'1.5", 250 pounds. I got muscle. So I'm speaking from the perspective of having big ass arms and a big ass chest and a big ass back and all that. My back's actually smaller because I stopped taking the protein because I felt like I was getting too big. That's the perspective I'm speaking from. So my perspective might be a bit skewed, but what I am here to tell you is when push come to shove, they will all throw you under the bus and said you did something to her. So yeah, I would distance myself from that. She can't act accordingly. You gotta leave her alone, bruh. Gotta leave her alone. We have this man right here says dealing with women in their 40s comes with more problems. Shout out to the older women. Yes, sir. What do they call them? Shout out to the MILFs and the Cougars. Let's go. Man says women in their 40s have the same dating demands as women in their 20s. Duh.
But what the hell, boy?
What are y'all talking about? Why is this news? I don't know. Hey, shout out to everybody that sent us stuff. Why is this news, though? This is not really news, but here we go.
You get a 35 or 40-year-old woman, they act like they superior to the badass, perfectly built 21-year-old stripper. And they got the same issues.
Shout out to the 21-year-old woman. Yes, sir. Him a line, baby. Him a line. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not the best. I'm not the most appealing. I know I got a big butt chin. My teeth kind of white. I mean, I got a fat nose. You know, I'm not the most attractive ninja out here, Ninja Turtle or whatever the case may have you, but I'll make you feel good. I'll make you feel like a woman. Yes, sir. All right, here we go.
Wait, but what if
the 30-year-old, listen here, right? You get a 35 or 40-year-old woman, they act like they superior to the badass, perfectly built 21-year-old stripper. And they got the same issues.
Wait, but what if
the 30-year-old, listen here, right?
Hey, bro, what y'all think, bro? I mean, what y'all gotta realize, bro, is that an older woman is more seasoned, so she knows the game better than a younger woman, and that's why she feels that way. And that's okay. That's okay. If it's not your cup of tea, hey, it's not your cup of tea. Let's see what the comments say. Well, men in their 20s didn't want to get married, so now they still single, having to deal with the same things from both generations. The women their age that still desire marriage and the younger women that want marriage, kids, money. If they had settled down, it wouldn't be a problem unless they made it one. I kind of understand what she's trying to say. Let's see. This woman says, yes, I am superior. Ain't just any man having my cookie. Thank you very much. I'm a dry aged expensive steak. Laughing my butt off. Shout out to her. I love it, man. Someone take the mics. Same men in their 40s still act 21 and built bad with a beer belly while their hairline is holding on for dear life. Please, y'all love judging women and calling them names like they ran through when y'all man been in the streets since 12 years old. Make it make sense. If all women ran through, who made them? Y'all, right? All in the same bracket. The F. I ain't want to cuss. Kevin Samuels already tried to tell y'all 40-year-olds want new car prices. Our people again complaining about relationship dynamics on a podcast. We should be going to therapy instead of telling the world again how broken our people are as a community. Hey, that was a W comment. W comment. Let's see. You mean higher expectations? No grown 40-year-old woman should be wanting the same as a 20-year-old. Hey, bruh. Hey, fellas. Like I said, fellas, you pick what kind of girls you want to deal with. Me personally, I mean, for now on, I used to deal with older women back when I was younger, right? And the reason why is because I skipped a couple grades. So because I skipped a couple grades, I had to deal with I dealt with older women. Like all my girlfriends were older than me, and they taught me the game. And I remember I tried to get back and teach the game, and everybody didn't want to receive the game. So the game is sold and not told. Past that, me personally, unless an older woman approaches me, and that's probably not gonna happen, right? Majority of them won't, or you'd be surprised. Who knows? But unless an older woman approaches me, I'm not gonna approach an older woman. That's just me though. And like I said, a woman my age, I'm probably not gonna deal with a woman my age because she probably thinks she has a more mental maturity than me. And I'm pretty mature, I would think, mentally. But besides the point, me personally going forward in life, I'm only dealing with women that's younger than me. Shout out to Black Madam. Yes, sir. Shout out to Black Madam. Anyways, let's see what else popping off. We have this right here. I want to bring this up. Rest in peace to Young Scooter. So we have footage, or we have a call, some audio of she called herself the neighborhood watch in the audio. And they said that she might have potentially swatted him. So she probably got the police sent to his house. So it was a woman who claimed to be the neighborhood watch, called 911 and accused Young Scooter of being an underage mother beater, or I don't know what the B stands for, mother something, gun toting, sex trafficking, drug dealer. So here's the audio. 1 second.
Atlanta 911 operator 871.
Oh, and I'm saying I brought this up because the question is, should she do time for this if she's the reason why this all happened and none of it was true? Here we go.
What is the location of your emergency?
The location is
the cab with the transfer. 1 second, ma'am, for 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast.
273 William Nye?
Yeah.
No, it's 273 William. Oh, you said Nye, NYE, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you to cab. Hello, caller.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Do you need police, fire, EMS?
Actually, both. If you could send both. There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house.
What's your name?
I'm sorry, what is my name?
Okay. Okay. Atlanta 911.
Hold on.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm the neighborhood watch, and basically, like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding the guns in the air, and then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. And then they started shooting.
Now, shout out to my ninjas. Now, fellas, men, all across the diaspora, all colors and shades, pull up, huddle up. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. You don't know who's watching you. You don't know who's out to get you. There is no point in trying to do any criminal activity in 2025. Now, people are still going to do that, right? I'm speaking to the people who I can reach mentally. If this is what we have to deal with, right? I'm saying we. Let me exclude myself from the category. If this is what you have to deal with when you're trying to engage in criminal enterprise or activities, I'm not saying Young Scooter did. I'm saying, let's say he was, right? I'm not saying he did. Let's just put that out there. Let's throw it on the flow. We're going to throw it on the flow. So look, I'm not saying he did. I'm saying, let's say you were, right? If you wanted to partake in that. This is why you can't, because you'll have people watching you that you live next to that will turn around and call the cops on you. It's not wise. It's not wise. That's all I'm saying. Here we go. We're going to play a little bit more.
she had someone come over there and they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there, and it's disturbing the area.
How many shots were fired?
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it? Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so
Happened.
It's happening now.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. It's the reality of the situation,
So
my
I
ninja.
believe the girl is hurt,
And they're
that's
coming
why
from 273 William Knott Drive.
That's not, yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
Okay. Do you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, she's trying to get away and they're holding her. She's being held hostage. Like she's trying to. They brought her. The guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked, and then he was fighting her outside. And then there was another commotion. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get out. And he's refusing to let her out. And it's like 7 guys in the house.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what to believe, dog.
Happened.
It's
Okay. Give me one moment.
Y'all can go find that on Instagram or hit me up on my Instagram. It's Black Adam, and I'll send that to you guys. I have it saved here. Anyways, continuing on, we have other things to discuss. Before we get into Blueface, let me see what we'll touch on first. Yeah, that's the world we living in, bro. Scary times. We'll start with Elon Musk. Actually, we'll do 4PF. Then we'll switch into Elon Musk and stuff. So 4PF. So the reason why I brought that up is because 4PF might be indicted next. And I'm not saying this information. I seen it. I'm just bringing the information to you guys, right? It says it's being reported that the head of the Georgia PD Council's gang unit is reportedly preparing to defend against a potential Lil Baby 4PF Rico. Are you ninjas hearing me? We had the picture. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use the picture. Let me see if I can find an image. Uh-oh. This is awkward. Well, don't worry about her. All right, let me pull up the image 1 second right here. All right, so the image right here says Sean Hoover, who manages the Georgia's Public Defenders Council specialized unit of gang cases, says his office is actively preparing for a racketeering indictment on the 4PF and OMF cases, and that he expects Lil Baby to be indicted with others. My ninja.
But what the hell,
The block is hot right now. Yeah, fellas, my advice to you, bro, stay away from all that gang activity. They're watching, bro. Your time is coming. They are watching. All right, let's segue. From there, we're going to take it to Elon Musk and his baby mama drama. So yes, even white people have baby mama drama. They might act like they don't, but they do. And we have proof. We're going to show you Elon Musk. Shout out to Elon. Let me see. DJ Academics. No, we're not going to use DJ Academics. We're going to use, I believe, the Shade Room. Let me see. Right here. So Elon Musk says he already gave his alleged baby mother $2.5 million. My ninja. Yeah, that's insane. And $500,000 yearly, despite not being sure that he is the father. I don't know what possesses ninjas to do that and not be sure of those kind of things. He probably is sure though. But Elon Musk says he's already given the mother of his alleged child, Ashley St. Clair, $2.5 million for their alleged child, despite not confirming paternity. This comes after Ashley announced that she was selling her Tesla for $100,000 to make up for Elon slashing child support payments. No, she's just trying to get over on you ninjas, and she knows somebody's stupid enough to buy it. Hold on, I want to make this bigger so we can read it. Jesus, this is real-ish going on. Yeah, when I get money, hopefully you people never know. Hold on, I'm gonna make it bigger. Hold on. I gotta find it. Here we go. All right, so she says, and don't worry guys, I'm not going anywhere. She says, Elon, we asked you to confirm paternity through a test before our child, who you named, was ever born. You refused. and you weren't sending me money. You were sending support for your child that you thought was necessary until you withdrew most of it to maintain control and punish me for disobedience. But you're really only punishing your son. Imagine having $2.5 million, my ninja. A girl sitting here talking about she's being punished. Boy, you can't make this up, bro.
What the hell, bro?
You can't make this up, bro. You cannot make this up, bro. That is some crazy ish. That is some mind-bogglingly manipulative ish. But anyways, not my baby mother, not my problem. It's ironic that your last effort in court was to try to gag me while you use a social media channel you literally own to distribute derogatory messages about me and our child to the entire world. It's all about control with you, and everyone can see it. America needs you to grow up, you petulant man-child, but you let this man-child lay you on your back. That's just so crazy to me, bro. She let him lay her on her back. That's just insane. I shall say that, but at the same time, you allowed him to have access to you and impregnate you. So, you know, we say this saying in the hood that supposedly you can't ever talk about your baby mother or whatever, because whatever level she's at, that's the level you saw yourself at, and that's why you laid up with her. That's what they say in the hood. You feel me? Let's see what else is going on here. Oh yeah, so this is his family tree. So this ninja got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 baby mothers. God damn, I need me $1 billion. I need me $1 billion. I need a couple billies so I could do the same thing. Shout out to Elon, bro. Shout out to Elon. Hold on. Let me see. Make this smaller. But yeah, we gonna see what the comments say. Hold on, let me see what the comments say. Comments say, not our president having a baby mama issue, or our step president. Wow, he has a lot of twins and triplets. Yeah, good for him. Or maybe that's just how it is. Or maybe that's because of IVF. Who knows? I think IVF causes that, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure though. I have no clue. How do I get pregnant by him? Yeah, that's the world we live in. Fellas, get you some money. If you lay with dogs, you get fleas. That was rude. Where the men that be complaining about $100 child support every month? Elon, I'm pregnant. Adding petulant to my list of insults. Can a lawyer help me get in touch with Elon? I think he's my baby daddy too. Yeah, fellas, like I said, read the writings on the wall, bro. The writings on the wall. Go get you some money. You get you some money, you'll be litty. All right. Next subject. Should we touch on the Blueface subject since it's right here? All right, we're gonna touch on it, bro. Here we go. So shout out to this woman right here. I guess her name is Imani Jackson. She what's the word? Well, word on the street is, let me make it a little bigger so you guys can see it. Word on the street is that Imani Jackson is one of the ladies that's holding Blueface down as he's in prison. My ninja.
What are you doing?
You need to leave.
Shout out to Blueface. Blueface has Krishan, has Jaden, and now he has Imani Jackson. Shout out to my ninja Blueface. Hey, man. Hey. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I respect the player. Excuse me. My bad, y'all. If you listening in your headphones, my fault. Yeah, so she's holding Blueface down as he's in prison. Yesterday, the duo went Instagram public with a clip to Blueface's Instagram story. Excuse me. Explaining how they met in 2017. Let me see something. She says that they met years ago during a video shoot. Imani tells us that she's been dealing with Blue on and off for the last 5 years, but they have not made it official yet. She says to her knowledge, Blue was always single when they were together. Boy, these girls are insane.
But what the hell, bro?
Always want to justify some Looney Tune behavior, dog. Imagine. We seen multiple girls. I don't know, bro. Anyways, not my girl, not my problem. She says to her knowledge, Blue was always single when they were together. Crazy. During his time in prison, she's been doing constant check-ins, making sure his mental is right and keeping him in a positive spirit. And guess what, girl? When he comes out, guess where he's going? He's going to his baby mothers. They have kids. Ninja. They got kids. He's going to go back to them. Anyways, it doesn't matter because she's attractive. Somebody said the light's on, but nobody's home. Here we go.
So, my name is Imani, and me and Blue been locked in since 2016, 17. You what? And what the hell, boy? We met at work. We were shooting together, and we fell in love. No, nah, but for real, like.
Yeah, cause even you can't say that with a straight face, baby. Like, what you talking about, bro? What you talking about? Blueface, baby. Yeah, right? What you talking about, bro? That girl had the audacity to say they fell in love. She couldn't even take herself serious, bro. She had to start laughing, bro. Cause what are we talking about, bro? Here we go.
We just kept looking at each other, kept making eye contact, and then we exchanged contacts, and we was chopping it up for a cool minute. And then I came over, chefed it up, made some steak, mashed potatoes, asparagus. Ate it up, and of course I came with dessert.
I can only imagine what she said, where those pauses in the words or the speech came in. You can only imagine. You can only imagine.
And then, yeah, we took a bath, cleaned our stuff up, a bubble bath with bath bombs, you know.
Blueface.
My nigga.
It was a 5-star setup. And then, yeah, history since then.
All right, so let's see what people say. Girl, you should have stayed quiet like the other years. Krishan gonna mess that up, little face. Gonna mess that little face up. No, Krishan is gonna mess up that little face. Satan saw Krishan heavy in church and decided to send one of his minions to try and derail her progress. She looks easily distracted by laser pointers. Somebody said he got a type. Slow, and now I can't breathe. Hey yo, this one is naturally slow. I bet she can't throw hands though. Why does she need to throw hands? I'm always confused why girls feel the need to resort to fighting when the girls that he was with, like his baby mother said that they're not with him and they don't want him. So why would she have to fight over a ninja that they don't want? And that's where I say girls have gotten weird now. Fellas, I'm here to tell you, girls are very territorial. They might lie to you and act like they don't care. They care. Because look at these girls talking about fighting and this is not even their man. Imagine how his baby mamas feel. And that's why, fellas, I tell you, playing with women is like playing with fire. You got to be very, very careful. I'm embarrassed for you already, but carry on. Pretty and slow. And why the hell her name got to be Imani? I'm aggravated. Oh, this girl must be named Imani. Let's see what else. Girl, what? Ain't a single thought bouncing around in that head. She's checking on his mental, but who's checking on hers? Because nah. Let me see.
So, my name is Imani, and me and Blue been locked in since 2016, 17, and we met at work. We were shooting together, and
she could be playing stupid too. She could be playing stupid. Always remember that.
We fell in love. No, nah, but for real, like we just kept looking at each other, kept making eye contact, and then we exchanged contacts, and we chopped it up for a cool minute. And then I came over, chefed it up, made some steak, mashed potatoes, asparagus. I ate it up, and of course I came with dessert. Ate it up, and then yeah, we took a bath, cleaned our stuff up, a bubble bath with bath bombs, you know.
Lil Baby said we took a bath like that was a flex, bro. Oh God, you can't make this up, dog. You can't make this up. Hey man, shout out to Krishan and Jaden. Let's see what they doing. I think I seen Krishan rock at church with her baby, and everybody coming for her baby, bro. Y'all gotta chill with the kid stuff, bro. For real. Like I said, grown-ups, it's a free pass on grown-ups, right? Kids, we give kids, first off, kids are already evil as it is, but I'm saying like toddlers and stuff, y'all gotta realize we give toddlers the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, we know, okay, she made a mistake and all that. Do you guys think she needs the rest of the world telling her that? How do you think she feels? I mean, obviously she knows what it is. It's like, let's not even, and I'm speaking in tongues here, but y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. It's not even that serious, bro. Or it is that serious, but I'm pretty sure she understands the severity of the issue. And if she doesn't, as time goes on, she will. But let's see. She was in church. Krishan Rock Church. I'm telling you, they got cameras in church now. I ain't even know it. Oh, so look, this was her performing Yahweh in front of the church ministry. That's not how you spell Yahweh, ladies and gentlemen, but not my business. Here we go. Nope. Here we go.
Some kickback about making this move with you. People want to know. Oh yeah. Krishan said, I want a table with some water too. Give her mine.
I haven't touched that glass, I promise. Take the table, everything on it. Give it up for my daughter, Krishan again. Krishan Jr., that's my man. I taught at, Pastor Wayne, you can take the day off. Unless you want to chime in, you can.
Yeah, I don't have the mental wherewithal to sit through this, but there you go. She's in church. There you go. Good for her. Good for her. And let's see what Jaden Alexis is doing. If that's her name, I think Jaden's on Baddies or something. Low vibrational show. Zeus Network. Shout out to Zeus. Jaden Alexis, right? They call her Stewie. Shout out to Stewie. She ain't really ugly like that though. Here we go. No. Let's see. What's recently going on? Yeah, I don't know what's recently going on with Jaden Alexis, but this is her. Why are they trying to hack the stream? Something went wrong. Oh, I guess we can't see it. Maybe I'm blocked. Maybe I'm blocked. Let me see. Do I have to do this? Can I do this? Let me see. Well, nope. They ain't showing us Jaden. So Jaden has been on Baddies, I believe. I can pull that up on Instagram. Let me go pull it up real quick. Let me see when. Nope. Instagram. She's been on Zeus Network, I believe. Let me see. Where is it? Hollywood Unlocked, or is it this? We might have to go to Hollywood Unlocked. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to Hollywood Unlocked. Let's see. The Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked. Boom. Hold on, guys. Bear with us. 1 second of your time. Let's see. Baddies, baddies, baddies. I'll be seeing this stuff. They all be fighting all day. Zeus Network. Here we go. Explosive baddie. Yeah, it's all the same thing. I thought I was saying two different stuff.
Let's go. Let's go.
No, let's go, bitch.
You want to try to check me over me being boring?
I want to argue with you.
Well, I am.
Done talking.
I think I just seen her. I just seen Jaden. Hold on. You have to be very, very, I personally feel like this is very low vibrational stuff here. I had an ex who used to love watching reality TV, and I'm skeptical now, looking back in hindsight, but here we go.
But what the hell, boy?
Anyways, yeah, shout out to Jaden. That's what she up to. I seen her on there. She was on there. All right, in other news, we got Clarissa Shields.
So
Clarissa Shields came in and spoke on the man who told her she was being too loud in the gym. She said Papoose confronted him and he came back to apologize to her, which was much needed because this man was out of pocket. I felt like personally, I felt like he was being annoying. Secondly, I felt like there was a whole bunch of other treadmills there. It's like, why are you right next to this lady? And then complaining about her talking in the gym. And just so y'all know, for gym etiquette purposes, because I be in the gym a lot, I'm gonna let y'all know, anybody can do whatever they want and talk on the phone, bro. I know some gyms be like, oh, you can't talk on the phone, but as far as I know, bro, nobody's gonna trip if you're talking on the phone, and nobody should trip if you're talking on the phone. Whether or not you can hear their conversation, that means your headphones are too low, bro. You got headphones on and you trying to make a statement about it, yeah, bro, you're kind of lame, bro. Go to the other side of the gym, bro.
Came back and he said, hey.
So hold on, before we show this. So this is the video right here.
Can you use headphones? Do you mind if you use headphones? What do you mean? Because you're being loud.
So he told her, can she use headphones? And she's on live talking to herself. And that's why I say people sometimes just want to be annoying to be annoying. Because imagine she's on live by herself and this ninja saying here, well, shout out to the white people. Shout out to the winjas. I call them winjas. Shout out to the white people. The white people that act like ninjas, just like us, we call them winjas, okay? We call them winjas on this podcast. So shout out to the winjas. This winja came here and asked her to put on headphones to talk to herself. Ninja, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. He told her to put on headphones to talk to herself. And he thought he was saying something too. He's like, yeah, you're that loud. You're that loud. I'm just sitting there like, this ninja told her to put on headphones to talk to herself on live. Crazy-ish, bro. Here we go.
How can you hear me? You have your headphones.
I have my headphones.
And he thought he was saying something. I have my headphones and I still hear you. Put your headphone volume up, bro. You right there, bro. Now watch. When the camera flips, we're going to show you guys how many other escalators, what are they called? I said escalators. Treadmill. How many other treadmills are there that he can use? And he's on the one, literally one space away from her. If you like her, bro, just say you like her. But don't be weird about it, dog. Don't be weird about it. Here we go.
Still hear you?
So you don't want me to talk? I'm still going to be able to talk.
I'm just asking kindly if you could use your headphones.
What, do you hear my voice? You still going to hear my voice?
And her voice.
And he said, and her voice. I love it when people are stupid and wrong. He said, and her voice. Damn.
I'm her.
Okay.
Look at you. Look. So look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other treadmills. This ninja is right next. This ninja is right. You can't make this up, dog. You can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up, bro. That's the world we live in, bro. That's why I can't stand you, ninja. And then ninjas wonder why I don't be pander. Hey, shout out to the white women. Y'all know I love y'all, bro. Y'all know I love y'all. That's why I don't pander to the dominant race that, you know, that runs America. Shout out to PDJT. I don't pander. The reason why I don't pander to white people. I don't pander to white people because of that bullshit right there. That's some stupid ass shit. Excuse my French because it's early. I can't stand stupidity like that, bro. Stupidity like that. Like, I used to be nice. Everybody always says, you change. Why you change? Because when I was nice, I'd have to deal with some dumbass stuff like this. I'm sorry. I can't deal with stupidity like that. Why are you bugging me? Because you're listening to my conversation. Why do I have to lower myself to make you feel superior? I'm not doing it. I'm not the dude that's gonna do it. Shout out to all my white brothers and sisters. I ain't gonna do it. And guess what? If I price myself out, if I lose money for it, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I don't care. Shout out to the core. Hold on. I had to hit the applause. This ninja told her, I'm saying, bro, this ninja told her to put on headphones to talk to herself because he that invested in what she's saying. And it's her fault because he's right next to her.
You don't hear nobody's voice but mine. Okay. I don't know how you hear me. He got his headphones.
And then and then the thing is, he got affected. He got affected because she told her, what are you talking about? She told him, what are you talking about? Oh, man.
To speak lower.
Hey, man.
Came back and so
here's the story.
I get a little frustrated. So people don't know that while I'm on a treadmill running, that Pap is on the treadmill right there next to me. Pap is right there next to me on the other treadmill running. Well, he's walking. So he like, what he just said? I'm like, I don't know, but I'm trying to keep my composure because I guess he don't want to hear my voice while I'm on my live. Like, you know, what the hell? So Pap was like, hey, mute that. Because the man got off the treadmill and went to go do something. I don't know. Maybe he was done running. Because he had ran a hard-ass mile. He had to run a hard-ass mile. He had to. So Pap was like, hey, mute that. So I muted my live to where y'all couldn't hear. And Pap went down there and talked to him. I don't know what Pap said. I just kept it muted because that's what he asked me to do. And then all of a sudden after, I don't know what Pap said to him, but he came back. So
we got more for the story.
So he said, hey.
And this puts a smile on my face. Fellas, defend your women. It's okay. It's okay. You got to do what you got to do, dog. And, you know, we don't like to do it because you don't want to be that ninja like, oh, you know, I'm tweaking out because my girl. But I'm saying, bro, sometimes you got to step in like, bro, what the fuck is you talking about, homie? Like, what you talking about, bro? Why are you bugging her? Like, that was some stupid shit. I'm sorry, that was stupid. Nobody can tell me otherwise. She could have been, now if she was screaming, I was gonna say she could have been screaming, right? I'm tripping now. But I'm saying, let's say she talking loud. It's just like ninjas that be like, don't play music in the gym while the gym's playing music. Boy, I be looking at y'all like,
What the hell, boy?
I be looking at y'all like, and I'm not the ninja that plays music on the speaker, but you know, sometimes they get mad about that. I'm like, bro, but the gym is playing music, bro. Like, what are y'all talking about, bro? What are we talking about here? Crazy stuff, bro. Here we go.
The white man came back and said, hey, sorry for being rude.
You was rude.
He said, sorry for being rude. You know, I wasn't trying to be rude.
Yeah, you were rude,
and
though.
I just said, okay. And continued on. You know, it seemed like everything I do now, it goes live or viral or whatever the case may be. After that, I had unmuted my phone and continued to talk to y'all on the live.
Shout out to Clarissa. I'm a fan of Clarissa. I'm a fan of Papoose too. Papoose. I'm a fan of both of them. I'm a fan of them because for some reason people got a problem with them. Shout out to Remy Ma. Hey Remy, don't send the goons for me, bro. Don't send the goons. It's no hard feelings, okay? Ain't no hard feelings. Don't send the goons for me. You don't even know me, right? But I'm saying. So I'm a fan of them. Like I said, yeah, like I said, the situation hopefully was handled properly and through the right channels. But yeah, people, hey, bro, y'all don't own the gym, dog. And it's not just this anybody at the gym, bro. You don't own the gym, bro. I hate when people be like, they'll leave the thing and be shocked when somebody go use it. I'll be like, bro, they'll leave a machine, bro, and then be shocked when somebody go use it. Leave the machine for 20, 30 minutes. I'm like, you ninjas ain't got nothing better to do. I could tell you don't talk to nobody. I personally don't talk to people like that. But at the same time, bro, I'm not finna leave the machine for 10, 20 minutes and be shocked when somebody uses it. I'm like, bro, what? Well, y'all ain't got nothing better to do with y'all life, bro. Weirdo shit. Anyways, shout out to Clarissa. Shout out to Papoose. And then last thing before we get up on out of here, Adam Silver. We're going to pull up TikTok for this one. Adam Silver. So Adam Silver is discussing, or based off of the information we have here, we're going to verify the validity of it. We're going to verify the validity of it through TikTok, which sounded weird when I said it, when it came out my mouth the first time, pause. So that's why I was like, I don't know. But let's see if this is true. Adam Silver, 4-point line. Excuse me. Here we go. Hold on. So I don't see any videos. Let me go look it up on Google first to verify it, and then we'll go watch some videos. Adam Silver, 4-point line. News. That was in 2024, 2025. We had January 15th. We seen that on Instagram. We don't know if it's true now, so let's see. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver vows to fix 3-point shooting issue. We are on it. The level of talent in the NBA is as high as it's ever been, but questions have emerged on this season on how to make the game more aesthetically pleasing in the wake of the conversation surrounding the league's ratings. Could one of those changes be an adjustment to the 3-point line in an effort to bring down scoring? NBA Commissioner Adam Silver appeared on Wednesday's edition of The Herd, explaining the league's position on potentially moving the 3-point line. I recognize that to the extent that offenses start to look very similar, we lose distinct team identities, blah, blah, blah. At the same time, the league is going through a transformation. Players like Victor Wemby, players like Nikolai are doing things big men never did historically. It wasn't that long ago that the conversations you had with the former commissioner, David Stern, we would bemoan the lack of skill among some players, that there was a sense that there was too much physicality around the game, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to sort of knee-jerk move the 3-point line. We're sort of going through a process now. My bad, reading with Black Adam, man. Damn. We're sort of going through a process now, seeing how those players are adapting to the new rules and figuring out whatever changes we should make. So I'm guessing that they might slowly move back the 3-point line. I don't think they're going to just turn it or create a 4-point line, because it's going to change the whole dynamic of the game, and they're just going to be stuck trying to master the 4-point line and how to get 4 points instead of 3 points. So I don't think they're going to move it. I can't see anything per se on TikTok. Let me go look real quick. 1 second. Or let's go look, guys. Let me see TikTok. Here we go. Interact. Shoot. No. Here we go.
The three-pointer is too easy. And I have simply said I would put the three-pointer, I would have it go into the bench about 6 feet up, eliminate the corner. I'd bring back the hand check. I do like physicality.
And this is what I'm talking about where people say crazy shit. Why would you eliminate the corner three? You can't just do that. That's messing up the whole game. Secondly, if they adjust the three-point line and they adjust the corners as well, and that's why it's not easy to do, they have to rework the whole stadium. All the stadiums. Everywhere. That's why they're not inclined to want to do that. Here we go.
Your athletes are so great, it's become too easy to hit it. And the optics on it are repetitive. What do you do to solve that? Because I think you've engaged with people and acknowledged, what do we do to change it?
The hardest question is the last one you asked. What do we do to change it? I think we just got to be careful. Like, the one thing I want to do is, I don't want to sort of knee-jerk move the three-point line. We're sort of going through a process now, seeing how these players are adapting to the new rules and figuring out if whatever changes we should make. I mean, to be honest, I wish it were as simple as just moving the three-point line back, because then we would just do it. I mean, part of the concern from the basketball folks is that if you move the three-point line back, you'll end up sort of just clogging up, the sort of the area under the basket. And that's not such attractive basketball either. I think this is doable. I think by examining the game and sort of seeing where it's going, I mean, it frustrates me a little as well, because it's obviously you're representative of what a fair number of people are saying about the game. And I watch it night in, night out, and we're seeing some of the most incredible athleticism and skill in the history of this league. I mean, again, Victor Wembanyama, but I think you're also saying too that if we move the three-point line back and what we ended up with was Victor Wembanyama standing under the basket the whole time and just waiting to dunk, that wouldn't be interesting either. One, I assure you.
Now, that's another good point. If they increase the size of the three-point line, that leaves more room on the inside. So people are going to have more room to work with, but at the same time, it changes the whole dynamics of everything. So they can't just change the game like that. I don't think they're going to, but they'll probably assess and see how they can make the game better. And I mean, what it comes down to is people have had to diversify in life, right? So even basketball players, football players, now people can play multiple positions because we're all trying to be the best versions of ourselves and market ourselves in multiple ways so we can maximize the amount of money that we get. When it comes to the NBA, I don't know if there'll ever be a 4-point line. I'm never going to say never, though, right? I'll never say never because anything's possible in today's society. But with that being said, I think they should leave the 3-point line the same and figure out other things they can do to the game. I don't know if it's longer quarters. I don't know if they can start or stop the whole nepotism thing or start another league for the people who are coming up who came from nothing. They can do something, but there's a way to expand. They have the money and they have the means. With that being said, that's it for today's show, man. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. And when I say today's show, I mean the morning show. Yes, sir. We back in here about 6:15. Y'all know what it is. We have the morning show and the evening show. Shout out to everybody that tuned in.